Hello from the Garden of Ina. Just really taking this time. Actually, I've been thinking about it for quite some time about connecting to each season, you know, really learning to connect by observing nature because a lot of us are disconnected from the natural order of things and we find ourselves stressing and just living out of whack and just out of order. No balance, just all over the place. But even though we're not deliberately conscious of each season and what's supposed to be happening in each season and all of that, we still have this thought, or we're made aware of it in some way, shape, or form. We notice how it makes us feel. Like in the spring, we all feel like this just like excited feeling, like, oh wow, I feel new, I feel fresh, I feel like I want to go outside, I want to get involved, I want to breathe fresh air, like you just want to become active, you become alive during that time. And then I know we all feel like when the fall comes and the winter time, that season comes about, we feel another shift and change. We may be thinking about, nourishing foods or soul food and comfort and warmth and, staying inside in the nighttime, fires being lit and just coziness. There's an energy that is exuded during each time, and that energy is really real. Like, it's real, and it's something that we all can resonate with. And it doesn't have anything to do with a holiday or anything like that, even though this is a time for certain traditions to take place. But it's just a natural energy that we all feel. And it's something that nature is undergoing as well. It's also a time, the fall in particular, is a time of change, like just winds, just change, winds of change. And for some, we may experience death and loss, towards the end of the year. And that is also reflected in nature. These beautiful trees that was once thriving and alive, in the spring and summer are now going into transition, to get ready for future generations. They're dropping their leaves because they no longer serve a purpose for this life anymore, and they're preparing for new life, new growth, which happens in the spring. So I am just so in tune with that, and I really think it's so important for all of us to become conscious of that, these changes, and learn how to support ourselves during these times. Learn what kind of foods you should be eating, how you should be taking care of yourself, your overall well-being, wellness. Exercise is important in any of these seasons, so got to make sure you stay active. Stretching is important. But as we move into like getting really, really particular about these movements and our actions, you start learning that there are certain exercises that you can do during this time to help with your digestive system, because everything that we're needing to focus on right now is the inward parts, just like nature. You see, they no longer have a need for these upper parts. All the energy is being focused in the root systems and down below. So that's a cue to us to start connecting with our urinary tract and urinary tract system, our digestive system, organs like the liver and the kidneys and things like that. Let's start supporting and nourishing that, because those organs are really going to be critical for the next season, which is the winter, which is the harshest part of the season. It's cold, and a lot of birds and just animals in general, and the trees and everything in nature is preparing for that particular season to go inward, to protect and to make sure that they're strong so that they can last into the next season. So we need to be looking at our bodies and our minds and our whole entire being in that way. So I'm going to be focusing on drinking teas, root herbs like my dandelion, my chicory, burdock, things like that. And I'm going to always, take a daily walk, meditate, look at what's going on around me to kind of learn, let nature be my teacher. And I'm also using my balance. I don't know if you can see that. My Balance Grounding Blend oil, which is awesome for this time of year. It'll just help keep me grounded and focused during this time of change. It's a lot of change in the air, good and bad. Like I shouldn't say bad, but change where it may cause a little bit of anxiousness, maybe some sadness, losing loved ones in this time, just those kinds of changes. But it'll help to ground me along with my prayers and my faith and keeping active, physically active with my exercise and practicing breath work, things like that, drinking my teas. You have to take a holistic approach to your well-being and your self-care practice. You can't just focus on one area. You got to rest, you got to eat right, you got to exercise. Aromatherapy is awesome. Your herbal support, which includes aromatherapy, all of that is important. And I just thought I'd share because this is something that I'm very much focused on right now within each season. But I don't know if it's been on your mind like it's been on mine. So I just thought I'd share. And I'm just showing you the change in the garden. Still got a lot of green stuff, but if you look closely, there's seeds popping up. It may be green, but it's on its way out. You see that? This is a shiso mint, wonderful mint. That delicious flavor, really good for digestion. But it is on its way out. There's the seeds coming here. And everything that is still thriving is underground, and I'll be able to harvest that and start utilizing those herbs for this season and the season to come. So yes, fall season is live and in existence right now. Connect to that space and time and take care of yourself accordingly. Learn from what's going on naturally around you and try to see how you can implement some of those practices into your life. Herbal teas, root teas, exercise, meditate, get grounded, which is stabilize yourself in your faith. You can use things like your oils, your balance oils, which is a grounding blend. But yes, get connected, y'all. It's a real thing. And when you live in tune, you are in balance. You're not as stressed. You're not as anxious. You're not as, irritated and upset. Understanding does help to keep you in line, in alignment. So take care. Until next time, we out.